things. One of the things I've been covering on this channel has been the immigration issue. And I've been talking about it pretty sternly, and I've been doing my best to inform people about why immigration is important, why the border needs to be controlled, and why people need to come in legally, right? But it says part of the issue. It doesn't say the whole issue. It doesn't really explain what I see that's happening to Black America, what's been going on for quite some time. And so I want to expand tonight and get down and drill down in real life what's happening to Black America, why this is important. Because some of you may not believe this is important. You may not know exactly why. Some will give you 10 reasons why Black America has an emergency phone call out right now. Needs to make an emergency. We need to sound an alarm in Black America. If you love Black Americans, if you are Black American, you love yourself, this is a segment you need to be up on. First thing I want to do is I want to clear the air. I want to say this. Once upon a time in America, there were jobs that Black Americans had in mass. There were certain fields we were just basically locked out of. But there were some fields that Black people worked. They were able to sustain themselves and build communities. This is what was allotted to Black people in a society that we did not control. There was a lot of discrimination and what have you. But we found areas where we could contribute. And the majority society allowed us that space. And then things changed. One of those such fields is the construction industry. We've talked about it on this channel before. I want to share a clip with you. I ran across it. He'll tell you better than I can.
I just want to tell all my brothers, hey man, first of all, I just want to say, man, thank you, Trump. Because guess what? I went to a construction site today, y'all. Remember, I didn't have no job. I was doing Uber. Couldn't find a job nowhere. I went to a construction site. They was already working. Got hired on the spot. Thank you, Mr. Trump. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, Mr. Trump. If it wasn't for the move that you did make for the immigrants, and I'm not talking about the good people, I wouldn't have a job right now. Mr. President, I've been working all day, Mr. President. I just got off, Mr. President. I got a job for Monday, Mr. President. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Guys, let me tell you, man, I walked in today on a construction site, hired me on the spot. I started work today, just got off, y'all. Mr. Trump, thank you so much.
I think that some of us who have bought into a narrative that tells them that there are certain jobs Americans won't take. I want you to know that's bullshit. I want you to know that Black Americans are doing well. Here goes the 10 ways. 10 areas. 10 reasons why Black America has to sound the alarm today. If you love Black Americans and Black America, if you love yourself, you'll wake up. Black Americans falling behind despite Black faces in high spaces. Number 10. Blacks now have a higher poverty rate than Hispanics. Wasn't always the case. Black America's been in America since America was founded. In mass. And still, somehow, the newly arrivals, their numbers, their earnings have put them ahead of Black America. More Black Americans are living in poverty right now than Hispanics. Number 2. Black Americans have a higher unemployment rate than Hispanics. Once again, the same thing holds true. He was just talking about it. Today I went through video after video, article after article, finding this content. It's been a known discussion. It's been covered by major news entities, lawsuits where staffing companies, for instance, were seeking and hiring only undocumented workers of Latino descent, Mexican, Guatemalan, Venezuelan, what have you. It's a problem. Number 3, today Hispanics now have a greater net worth than Black Americans. That seems almost impossible considering the fact we've been in this country since 1619. We've been free since 1865. Jim Crow another 100 years. Immigration really didn't kick up until the 70s, right? Number 4, Hispanics have a greater median income per household than Black Americans. Number 5, according to the latest U.S. Census, there are now more Hispanic millionaires in America than there are Black millionaires. That's right, guys. Whenever they're like, it seems like America loves for the culture to push out Black millionaires. Every other show you see a Black millionaire, you see a very successful Black person, a Black face in a high space. It'll be written into the Hollywood script. Shows like Suits, the Mother Show, all these shows, LA Law, whatever legal shows, I don't know. I forget. It's a lot of legal shows out there. They have Black people in these positions. But in reality, very small number of Black. The number of Black millionaires is eclipsed by the number of Hispanic millionaires. It just doesn't get talked about as much. It doesn't get shown in Hollywood as much. In fact, I believe it's not shown on purpose because they don't want to piss off Black people. They want Black people to believe that everyone's like Beyonce. They want everyone to believe. They want us to believe. They want us to sleep and thinking we're doing so well. And if you aren't doing well, it's your own fault. They wouldn't want you to know this. That's why the Hollywood has it. It's not to inspire you. It's to distract you. Let's keep going. Number 6, Hispanics now lead Black people in home ownership. 51.1% of Hispanics own their own home. That's average. 51% of Hispanics own their own home. Number 7, when it comes to Black home ownership, only 44% of Black Americans own a home. Somehow it doesn't make sense, does it? But somehow it makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Number 8, Hispanics have a greater buying power than Blacks. Hispanic buying power is $2.4 trillion, while Black people buying power is $1.9 trillion. Makes sense. Median household income, poverty, home ownership. Now the Black people money is in their house. We own less houses. There that go. Number 9, the Wall Street Journal said that between 2020 and 2034, Hispanics will fill 75% of new jobs in America. Number 10, the U.S. Department of Labor had that number even higher. They say by the year 2034, Hispanics will fill 78% of all new jobs. You know, when Trump says things like this, people deny it. They say Trump's just gaslighting. This ain't Trump, baby. You gotta get these messages, these figures from Trump. Look them up. Now tell me, how does Maxine Waters, pissed off in front of the Department of Education, grandstanding, showing her ass, her, Ayanna Presley, guy whose name I don't know, and all the other protesters Senator Warren at U.S. Aid Agency, all the grandstanding you've been seeing all week. What is Jasmine Crockett trying to do her best to get a Peabody Award for most pissed off black woman in Congress? How has that changed anything on this list? How does it fix anything on this list? I'm not telling you to make you not like Hispanic folks. That's not the point. Hispanics should expect, they come to a new country, they would probably expect, hey, we got to get it out the dirt. We got to rise from the bottom. We come into a new country, we get an opportunity to make money. We were making $2 a day. Now we get to make $10, $15 an hour. We need to get from the bottom. This is an opportunity of a lifetime. And that's how they feel, and I understand it. But there were black men that were making $20, $24, $28 an hour. Who are you going to hire? Who are you going to hire? If you're a company, you just see profits, you're going to hire the Hispanic guy who's going to be very excited over $12 an hour, $13 an hour, because you're used to $2 an hour. Or you're going to hire the brother at $24, $28 an hour. And do the right thing by the brother. And I don't just mean black guys either. You ain't hiring the white guys either. You don't want to pay. You don't want to pay the white guys either. Why would you want to? If you would just focus on profits. What I'm saying, guys, is two things. When I'm talking about Congress, when I'm talking about black faces in high spaces, and I'm giving them the business, it's for a reason. It's because I spend my entire day, I spend 100 hours a week looking through content like this. Whatever you do for a living, that's what you do. This is what I do. And when you see stuff like this constantly, and then you got people that don't do research, who don't concern themselves with this, I get it. They got their jobs. They don't see what I see. These numbers don't lie. We need some changes, and we need them quickly. They need to be done. Or black Americans will be the permanent, we are the permanent underclass of the United States. And that does not happen without racism. That does not happen without discrimination. It also doesn't happen without a lot of people going along with it. Don't tell me this person's a good person, this person's great, this is a good speaker. If they're not fighting to change this, then they don't love their grandbabies. Not really. Or maybe they do love their grandbabies, they don't love yours. They don't love mine. Got all that talent, all that ability, what you spend it on? Yourself. Look, I'm not sure exactly what the solution is for all these categories. But they say you can't fix a problem if you don't recognize there is one. Next time you hear about a Democratic member of Congress showing their ass, making a soundbite, going viral, for sticking it to the Republicans. If they're not sticking it to the Republicans about what's happened to black Americans, turn the channel. Better yet, send them this video and say, stick to the script. This here is the script. All right, guys, my name is Tim Black.